Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. I'm Marco D'Angelo, joined with Tony Finn and Ralph Michaels. We're going to talk about a big trade that went down in the NBA over the All-Star break. Guys, when this trade news broke, Twitter just went crazy. Everybody commenting on it. And basically, you know, DeMarcus Cousins from Sacramento to the New Orleans Pelicans for basically a ham sandwich. What were the Kings thinking, guys? I'll start with you, Ralph. You know, this is a trade that on the surface looks like New Orleans got the best of this deal.
Well, you know, they dealt with some antics with Cousins, and, you know, Cousins obviously loves Sacramento, so it's rare to see a guy get traded out of that situation. But, you know, to me, it's, you know, is this a buy or a sell for me on New Orleans? And really, it's both. You're going to have that transition period. There's only one basketball. 4 players in the NBA averaged over 20 field goal attempts per game. Russell Westbrook is 1. DeMar DeRozan is 2. Cousins and Davis are 3 and 4. So both teams average 20-plus field goal attempts. That's going to be an issue. But you look at Sacramento. I mean, you look at ESPN's plus-minuses, and of the top 17 players in the league, Cleveland has 2 of them. Golden State has 2 of them, and now New Orleans has 2 of them, the only 3 teams.
Yeah, and as you said, Ralph, definitely, this is one of those ones that on the surface it's going to be both good and bad, and the good is going to be down the road. The bad is, Tony, when you get 2 guys like this, there is a gelling period because they haven't played with each other. Now, they got the benefit a couple days, you know, with the All-Star break to try to work things out, but I think this is a team that you go against out of the gate for a few games until they put it together. And the public perception is going to be, you know, the public looks at it, oh, wow, now you got 2 of the best players in the NBA on the same team. We got to bet New Orleans. And Vegas knows that. They're going to pump the line because of public perception. And the team is just not going to be functional, you know, smooth. The chemistry's not going to be there. What do you think, Tony?
Good points. I would say there is a time that these 2 are going to have to feel each other out. The collaboration is yet to be seen. The trade itself, buy or sell, I really don't have. I'm one of those that really never initially make a strong opinion on an initial trade. I think time tells. In this case, this is almost like I'm waiting for New Orleans to wear some bell-bottom shorts. It's almost retro. When was the last time? Really, how many times do you see 3 seconds called in the NBA? This is almost a retro. It's a flashback to when guys had 2 big men inside. The last 2 NBA finals have featured 2 teams in the top 3 in three-point shots made. This day and age of the NBA is beyond the arc. You got 2 big guys now in New Orleans, and you're right, it's going to take a while because are they going to park themselves in the lane and wait for a pass? Because the pass is not coming. It's going to be a 3-point shot in this age in NBA. So this is almost an experiment on the second half of the team that's, 2.5 games out of the 8th spot, something like that.
They're chasing it.
It's going to be extremely interesting, and I think time will tell with this trade whether it's a buy or sell. Did they get 2 first-round pick, or a first and second round pick?
Yeah.
And they get 3-point shooters, Buddy Hield and Tyreke Evans. So is Sacramento saying we give up on the big man and let New Orleans, Thomas and Davis and Cousins and deal with it? It's interesting, and New Orleans is still a play against. I still agree with you 100%. I think they're a play against, especially the first couple weeks.
So are you calling them the Boston Celtics with Parrish and McHale?
I like that.
I want to give I think the more modern day reference would be Duncan and Robinson whenever they were at San Antonio.
You know, the thing that I think is we're talking about a team melding. New Orleans has to learn to win as a favorite. In their last 19 games, they've only been a favorite 3 times. And more importantly, they're now going to be a road favorite. They've played 28 road games. They've only been a road favorite once this year. So they're going to be a road favorite. They're going to have to learn to win as a favorite. That's a different mentality.
Yeah. And for anybody that was thinking about jumping on them for the, a futures bet now, that, for the playoffs, they're not going to get to the 7th seed. It's mathematically they can, but they would have to go something like 22-3 or something down the stretch. Not going to happen to catch if Oklahoma City just goes 500. But the situation is, even if they make the playoffs, they draw Golden State. They're going to be the 8th seed. They draw Golden State. You're not going beyond there. So I wouldn't get too excited. As we close it out, I can say, for as much of an overvalue that New Orleans is going to be in the next week or so, I think Sacramento Kings is going to be undervalued. I think the public's going to think that, this was a wholesale, empty the closet and they gave up on the season. I think there's going to be value with this team because they're going to play like they have something to prove, and they're going to get some extra line.
And they were the 9th seed. They're only, they were 2 spots ahead of New Orleans anyway coming in. So
how
we'll see.
funny would it be if they hold them off?
The rumor is Vladdy's coming out of retirement.
All right, guys. Hey, don't forget, all access, weekend all access, $59. Guys, this is the best deal going on the internet. Check it out. Thursday through Sunday, you pick your favorite capper, $59. You get all of his plays all the way through Sunday. That's all the big Saturday action, Sunday action. You get Thursday night Pac-12 action. Check it out, $59. You won't miss a big play, and that includes any 5 and 6% plays as well. It's a great deal. Check it out each week at wagertalk.com. We'll be back with more here at Wager Talk.